Okay, hello Snake and Meowth, hello Ghoulie Gronk. Okay. Okay. Do you think I can accompany this song with a harmonica? Okay, boys. Well, I'm gonna be playing this game anyway, so I might as well stream it, right? I'm not really, like, exerting myself on these streams very hard. So, not really that big of a deal. Okay, so we're in the Underdark now. We killed 2 Minotaurs and we found a singing sword. For those of you who missed out at the end of the last stream, which is probably most of you. Okay, if I was a betting man, I'd say there's probably an encounter coming up.
A long way to go still.
So let's get some buffs going here.
I'd love to, thanks.
Looking ahead.
We don't need another armor bag at this. I think we're fine. Alright, what's going on here? We got some stuff over here. Man, those keyboards in a fucking weird spot. Am I gonna try Armored Core again? I might stream Armored Core more.
How much further can I go?
I might just finish that game on my own and move on to Resident Evil 4, which I really wanted to stream really bad. At some point, I might start Phantom Liberty, maybe. I haven't decided if I want to stream that one or not yet. There's so much good shit out right now that it's like difficult to even prioritize. That's where the sword was. I guess let's head down here. Yeah, Dead Space remake could be another really good one.
Timusks. Known to cause confusion. Best not get too close.
What do you mean known to cause confusion? Can I just blow these up?
Yes?
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to hit that mushroom with fireball, please.
Onward.
Excuse me. What is that? What is happening right now? Oh my god, that thing is huge, dude. It's so big. Okay. How do we want to play this here? Phase 1. Karlak gets really pissed off.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Phase 2.
Time to push my luck again.
I'm out of spell slots. So I guess we'll do Blade Wave and then just move in.
On my way.
Can I reach this with Pommel Strike? Hell yeah.
I speak, they burn.
Get away from the big lizard, Gale. I don't think we need to burn any big spell slots for this guy. Oh, I should have had Gale put haste on the Warlock. That's fine. Dang, that's only a 40% chance. What if it's a 3? It's still a 40. I don't want to blow a slot on a 40%. I'll just heal Gale to whatever.
Take you.
Jesus. I'm getting welcome to the jam here. Alright, where's Gale at in the initiative? Oh, he's down anyway.
My faith will protect me.
My turn. Well, well. Look what we have found.
So, let's see. Can I drink this? Can I still get a bonus attack? Yes, I can.
Never a dull moment.
Is this 4 to 13 with 2 beams? I don't think that's right, because it was 4 to 13 before with 1 beam. So maybe I can just choose to split it now? I don't know, that doesn't seem right though. Is this thing lacerated yet? No, he must have resisted against it.
Fooled by money.
Shit, I might not have casted that right.
Death is but a word away.
Where's haste at? Shit, it needs a... Oh, that's right, he just got up. Take a quickie sippy. We love a bite to miss, boys.
Mistra Rill.
Put him up.
Where do I go from here?
Is this bound? Yes, okay. So this thing just has high defense. fucking go. When the melee guys have a bunch of extra attacks, things go a little bit different. Oh, this is just clothing. When an enemy damages the wearer gets Wrath for 1 turn. What is Wrath? Oh, that's not useful at all. Actually, that's good for Karlach, maybe? Yeah, I think we want that on Karlach. I always forget the barbarians don't wear armor.
Come on, let's go.
Dude, now we're getting somewhere. I don't even need to dye that one. It's already red. Are we at a short rest? No, we got
I can keep going a little longer now.
Still alive. So that's progress. Always room for more.
We got anything else in here? A bucket? Huh, I wonder what happens if you pass that nature check. I should probably...
Spores confuse the senses. Not sure what the other mushrooms are.
Torch stock? That seems like it's probably going to blow up if I get close to it.
One with the weave.
Ah, what a surprise. I'm just going to declare war on mushrooms. This is just the fruiting body. I'm actually helping them spread spores by blowing them up. Real mushroom nerds know.
Step by step.
The AoE on that is huge. Easy money.
This will come in handy.
Oh, Mike and Ids. I wonder if they're going to be chill dudes or not.
What to do? Another step forward. No traps, please. Corpses. These creatures did battle with Duergar.
What is Duergar? What are you saying to me right now? Is that even English? All right.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Let's see if these guys are
We're
going to be
swallowed
cool.
by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
It's time for the mushroom hive
The
mind,
choir
boys.
fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
Hello.
You see a vision. your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
This is a wisdom check. We're probably gonna fail this one. Oh, it's only 5. There we go.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy. Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
Okay, boys, the mechanics for chill. We don't have to murder a bunch of mushroom people, which is good, because I really would have hated to do that. They're only level 3, dude. They didn't ask for this. Oh, hey, this is like a spored up gnome. Can I talk to this guy? But I'm interested in what he has to say about being a spore man. It's interesting, the ghosts.
Damn it all.
What is the creature doing?
The Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker. I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwergar, dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is
I feel like
still
something like this
morning.
wouldn't bother a myconid very much.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
I suppose such wicked killers deserve wicked ends.
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwergar.
The Dwergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song. An illusion comes over you, a Dwergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision, a wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot. And
Yo,
they
I'm always
are
looking for riches and
yours.
magic in mind.
You do the
I'm something of a
servant
warlock
service.
myself.
We will await word.
right. I should get a mask.
Ooh, look at this guy. He's a good guy.
I'll take that.
It seems thievery is not permitted here. Unfortunately for you, killing thieves is
I thought I could
positively
pick a mushroom. I
encouraged.
was just doing a bit. It's fine. I had an advantage and I rolled that low. Are you kidding me? I absolutely cannot start a fight in here.
They
I will
believe
not
you
betray the mushroom people.
for now. But something tells you they won't be so receptive to your charms again.
Mushrooms can raise the dead. That's interesting.
Why fight for yourself if you can get someone else to do it for you, right?
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name. Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick. Right. Never mind. Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout. Might be enough to cover rent.
Oh wait, I can.
Well?
This is a merchant. What do we got here, boys? Ooh, that's pretty sick. It's probably really expensive though, right? Really? That's only 300 gold? I don't have anybody in this party that wears heavy armor. I could buy that for Lae'zel, but I don't think I'm ever going to need Lae'zel. Hello, people from this raid. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce that. Mia Pineapple. You've all come to the wrong place. Okay. So... this is kind of fun. That's just some free damage. We could take that. It's weird that some of the shopkeepers have a different interface than some of the other ones. I've noticed. How much gold does she have? 1,200? Okay. I do have a YouTube channel. Mia Pineapple, are you a secret fan? Were you hiding among us the entire time? Were you lurking in the shadows, waiting for a time just like this one, where you could show your true form? Who is this? Is this Tim?
It's Emma.
Hello, Emma. What are you doing?
I
I just got raided, so you need to be on your best behavior.
You what?
So I just got raided, so you need to be on your best behavior.
What does that mean?
It means somebody was streaming and then stopped streaming and then sent their audience over to my stream. I'm way too lazy to do the math on this, so what is this? What do we need,
Well,
like
guess.
170?
Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess what I'm doing?
Well, you're probably playing Baldur's Gate 3 if I had to guess. That was a betting.
Yeah, I am.
Oh my god, I can hear your audio. This is a nightmare.
Wait, how do I stop that?
Do you have headphones on?
No.
Well, that would be the way to stop that.
That's not good.
You goon.
How did I get here? Oh, this is all the people that I freaking killed.
Hang on, I need to turn you down a little bit, Emma.
I poured a grease and I lit it on fire.
That's so true, bestie.
How do I get out of here? I have to find the door out, huh? I'm assuming.
Probably.
Ugh.
Usually that's how exiting works. Just exiting any type of a thing, really.
I thought I found the door out, though.
Oh, I accidentally gave her too much money.
Oh, I found it.
There we go.
Oh, nope. I'm back in the dank crypt. I'm stuck. Forever, probably.
Yeah, you're doomed. You're stuck in the dank crypt the rest of time. You'll never get out. Ooh, I didn't even look at her. Black and summer green? Dude, I'm gonna go bankrupt buying all these dyes. Black and furnace red. Nice. That sounds cool.
I'm playing a Lightfoot Halfling Bard right now,
Yeah.
and it goes pretty crazy.
Are you just making new characters to figure out what you like the most?
I made a new one because I didn't want to play on my game without Zoe. Basically.
Do I want... No, I don't think that's worth it.
Although I am going to take a long rest. To be honest, for a while, I didn't think I was going to make it.
How so?
I got really close to killing all the characters at one point.
Yeah, but you can just reload. It's fine. Don't freak out.
It's fine.
Okay. Now here's the question.
Go to hell.
How much of the jade do I have left? And if you don't find headphones, I'm gonna send you to a prison on the moon.
Okay, I'll just leave.
Okay, bye.
No, I'm not gonna leave. I just clicked off of it.
Okay.
I think that solves it for now.
Okay, I have 2 black and jades. So let's see what the summer green looks like. Okay, that kind of goes. I don't regret it.
Can I just, like, mute myself? Is that a thing I can do?
I decided that I'm going to color code all of my characters, by the way. I don't know if you were in stream for that yesterday. We're going to look like a Gauntlet Legends party. Where's the red and black? This is going to probably go hard on Karlach.
Attention!
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. What's up for discussion?
Man, the Underdark is so sick. It's probably the coolest part of the D&D setting.
Have to keep going.
Fleshwalker, tongue talker. Far
The Myconid designs in this are really cool too.
reach into memory.
Am I gonna do a review video for this game? No, for a bunch of reasons. One, I'm kind of taking a break on video reviews right now, and two, this game is so good that, like, what would even be the point of me making a review on it? Like, it would just be me talking about how it's good for, like, 30 minutes, which I don't think is a very, like, interesting type of review to make. Because this game fucking is extremely good. Everybody knows that it's extremely good. There's not a lot of conversation to be had around it.
It's good enough that I'm playing it and I hate video games.
Emma barely knows what a video game is, and she's playing this.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm obsessed.
I agree with you, but if I'm going to talk about a video where a thing is good for 30 minutes, I want it to be good in some sort of, like, an interesting or a subtle way, or maybe like an indie game or something, like, because Larian Studios doesn't need shooters out there talking about how good this game is, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, I know for a fact that when I do videos for indie games, the devs, like, really appreciate it, and I know that because they DM me and, like, send me fucking Steam keys and shit. So I would rather be out there helping indie devs than being the 10 millionth person to say this game is good. Oh, I know you guys would watch it. I know you hogs would eat the slop, for sure.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Jacob, I'm playing Dark Urge as well.
Oh, no.
So I'm a Lightfoot halfling bard with a Dark Urge.
It cringes in response to your sunny vision.
It's going crazy.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Dwargar destroyed my people.
Oh, he's another sovereign.
Sovereign with no circle.
I don't think any of these mushroom people are based on any real mushroom designs, because it looks like they wanted to go in a completely different direction with that, but this guy kind of looks like a reishi.
You mean to cleanse the Dwargar rot? I mean to
Dude, I'm getting a mushroom, bro. This rips.
Remain in the Underdark, and I will follow.
I love mushroom, bro.
We cleanse the rot together.
What is his name? Glut? Hook horror spore? Servant? Oh, I see. It's like a hook horror that they kill and then turn into a spore servant. That is a crazy looking monster design. It's like a cross between a vulture and Scyther from Pokemon. This guy has 44 health. Pretty beefy. It actually might be worth taking a long rest around here somewhere. Because I'm out of short rests. We might be able to do like one small fight.
Open up.
Is that the mushroom making those fucked up noises? I'm going to assume that it is. So these guys here, these big glowing guys, they kind of look like inky caps. The way that they go down to a dark point and start to curl up and they're like pointy. Most of these mushrooms look like they're completely unique, though. I don't think they were using very many real-world references. Oh, there's one of those hook horrors. Yeah, we can fight that. Who gives a shit? I don't even care, dude. I'm built different. A hook ore doesn't scare me. What way is faster?
Got it.
Is that close enough for a health attack? Damn it.
Battle of wits.
Not quite. Can I cast haste with a spell, a level 2 spell slot? No, I can't. I'll tell you what I can do though. And that's cast magic missile.
Torment. Good move.
Oh no.
I cannot die. Please help.
That's my bad, Gale. I didn't think it was going to be able to jump that far. I haven't read the monster manual lately.
Nothing important is ever easy.
What are my odds on blind? Oh no, he can't be blinded. He's too powerful. Okay, what does the Mushroom Man here have? Multi-attack, always a classic. Animating spores, yo. Do you guys think what I'm thinking? What is this? Disengage. Target must be prone, huh? For him to do multi-attack? Does he have anything to knock people down? He's just got a mushroom punch like the Dark Souls mushrooms.
Knees high.
Ooh, that was a fat one. Hang on, what's the upper limit on that? Oh, it's literally just 15 healing now. It used to be 12.
Breathing, despite everything.
Okay, hear me out though. What if we did a silly little guy like this?
I am breathing life.
Let's fucking go, dude. Can I just keep this guy? I'd much rather have a mushroom wizard than a cleric. Now's a good time for a long rest, though.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
You cannot use that right now.
Oh, no!
You cannot use that right now.
Oh, because I was
Let's
the
get
mushroom
going.
guy. There we go.
On my way. I should speak up.
You wish to speak? With such stimulating company? Never better.
I'm assuming Halston can join your party eventually. It's the rumor I've heard. Hang on a minute, let me make sure that I've got 10 temporary hit points. Okay, yeah. Oh, the owlbear's back. Let's go. I didn't expect him to show up in an Underdark camp.
The cub holds out his leg, revealing a ragged wound.
Unbelievable. There we go.
The wound is superficial, the edges torn and jagged. Probably a gnoll's crude blade.
God damn it. I'm using all my inspiration on the owlbear, dude. I don't even care. Yo.
As the wound closes, the cub begins testing his weight on the leg.
I love him so much!
Alright, boys. We're ready for the big one now. Okay, first of all, we gotta bind back weapon. Then we gotta do armor packages.
Well, well, well.
Then we gotta do this. And then we gotta do this.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Let's move.
Looking good. So that's east-ish. This,
Never wanted the easy path.
because I'm guessing all of those dwarves are down here in this little camp thing. I'm anticipating that this is going to be like
Looks abandoned.
maybe a difficult-ish encounter. If it's giving me a fifth party member who has an ability to summon shit.
Prime spot for ambush.
What? Gek? Got someone sneaking up on us? You got a bloody rot flower for company? Must have let it get in your head. My axe will fix that in no time.
Okay, I guess.
I will split your
Jesus, dude, relax.
Be conquered.
Great, now there's a bunch of fucking zombies out here.
Die, so you're
Okay, well, we gotta kill the necromancer real quick. Where did he go? Did he go over here? Yeah. Because we don't want that many zombies walking around. That's just really inconvenient, mostly.
Victory is assured.
Okay, Gale, I need you. He's silenced. Shit. I need you to walk outside of the silence bubble. Step 1. Step 2. Put haste on the warlock, please.
Easy and effective.
Just kidding. He has to be right next to me. We seem to have come to an impasse.
Let's finish this. Got to move.
Is she still silenced? Okay.
Were you talking to me?
No.
Oh, wait.
Up, up.
I completely forgot you were even in here. I bet you I can hit this guy once and shove him off this cliff and kill
Show
him.
him who you are.
Let's see. See you, dumbass.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Cutting to the chase.
Ooh, that was a fucking good one.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Alright, what does this thing have? Hook, multi-attack, pounce. Dude, they totally wanted me to kill this and resurrect it with this guy because pounce has a chance to knock things prone and then his multi-attack only works if things are prone. This was like totally set up by the devs. Can you really not get in there? Where can I get with pounds? Got him.
Onward.
Where is my other heal at? I might have dropped it. Let's head over here. I don't want him to block this though, so we'll get like right there.
I'm heating up.
Okay, first of all, shit, I did not mean to do that. It's fine, I got 2 attacks.
Another fight. Let's go. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Can I knock this guy off of the ledge with... Oh, that's right, I don't have Repulsive Blast anymore because I put a level into Fighter. Just kidding. What's giving me disadvantage? Threatened. Blindness. We'll take a swing.
Swords meet sorcery. Of course.
Just gonna nuke this guy. Yeah, that did a lot. Shit, I can't fit through this door. Guess one in the turn. I got two large men trying to fit through one door. Invisible, huh? What are the odds that he's just standing there, do you think?
On I go.
I'll find you if you're just standing there. I've done it before.
This is gonna feel good.
Let's get rid of this fucking thing.
Moving.
Oh, wait, there's a fucking asshole right here. See, if I would have seen him, I bet you pushing him off this would have done a little bit of damage. Seems like a pretty high drop. Do I have cleave? No, I don't have cleave. You know what? The mushroom can take a little bit of damage. He's tanky, so. My man seems to have ran very far.
Creator, destroyer.
This thing literally can't fit through this door. That's so funny. We're gonna have to go around. Oh no, it's the double barbarian extravaganza. Did that hit? Or what's the story? That guy did. God, he was right there the whole time. What a piece of shit.
On I go.
Can I get the Karlak fast enough to heal her? Is she in range of this? No. Damn. That's so unfortunate. Guess we'll just get rid of his corpse then. It's one less thing attacking me.
Still on my feet.
How much health does he have? 30?
Very well.
22, 22, 1. I said target is too far. Are you sure about that? Oh, it's blind, huh?
A tale for the ages. Onward.
See ya. Can you Misty Step down here? I don't think that was 100% necessary, but you never know. Now we're getting somewhere. The turkey has entered the chat.
Moving.
Actually, can she drink a potion? Yeah, we'll do. Oh, target needs to be prone for all the multi-attacks. Oh, that pushed him off anyway. Okay, sure. I didn't realize that was an option.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Am I still blinded? No. Perfect.
Blood follows me everywhere.
What fools these mortals be.
I still have Thunderwave.
No mercy.
Damn it. It is time for more Baldur's gatekeeping. That's so true. We have a large mushroom in the party now. Things are different.
I smell blood.
No choice but to keep going.
Get fucked.
Is sung. The rot is cleansed.
Just a brief respite.
Come. We must speak. The tumor is excised. The Dwerga are dead. Here
So true.
I break ground. From the dark will a mighty circle rise. My song will fill the grotto. Death Doer. The grotto may sustain but one sovereign. In the age of glut, there may be no spore. Eliminate the other sovereign.
Listen, I'm not here to fight petty mushroom wars.
A fate it has earned. My circle long suffered while the Dwerga flourished. I sang to Spore for help, yet it cowered in the grotto and let my people be slaughtered. Choose, Smooth Mind. Help me grow a mighty circle and reap the reward.
Yeah.
Or
I realized something.
What?
I don't think about Rome as much as I think about the Fallen Reach.
Yeah. I'm getting involved in petty mushroom politics right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
What if I just don't do this?
What if you don't do what in particular?
So I picked the big mushroom to be in my party and killed the deep dwarves, and now he wants me to turn on the other sovereign because there's only room for one sovereign.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no fucking idea what happens because I did not get that.
You didn't have the big mushroom guy join your party?
No, I didn't have him join my. Well, I killed all the Duergar before I found the right guy to talk to.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up not getting involved in mushroom politics because when I found the guy, he was like, "Kill these people." I was like, "Oh well, funny story."
You're not gonna believe this.
You're not gonna believe this. And then he was like, "Well, kill the dude leading them and bring me his head." I was like, "Give me a second," and then I fast traveled back there, got the guy's head, and fast traveled back to the mushroom.
This guy gonna get pissed and turn on me.
Harmonies turn to
Funny story.
And scratches.
Your corpse will birth my
Okay, so this guy's just not chill. Fine. If you want to not be chill.
Horn Beetle says, "I don't think mushroom politics are very cash money." You know what's funny is that by making you fight him and making you kill him because there can only be one sovereign, he's making it so that there's only one sovereign.
Yeah.
Kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, really.
I'm tired of this senseless mushroom on mushroom violence.
It has to stop. What the fuck? I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
Got in classic asshole faction. Find familiar scratch? When did I get this ability?
Okay. Did you throw the ball?
Yes.
There you go.
Yo, I did not notice that was in my fucking list of things that I could do.
You threw the ball, dog.
He even tricked me into fucking making him summon a hook horror, dude. He knew it. He knew that would get me. He knew girls love hook horrors. Don't I have to fight this thing? Why am I getting victory music? That thing's still there.
Give up.
Is anybody really low right now? Gale's really low.
Take your.
Let's go.
Sometimes the only way out
Dog,
is
you
through.
threw the ball too, dog. Bitch! Beetle, I ought to beat your ass. I'm having that weird heart-to-heart with the cop who lives below me in the game, where like if you don't talk to him fast enough, they commit suicide. And I walked in and I was like, dude, even by the standards of Cyberpunk 2077, your apartment looks like shit. Like, one of the neat things about Cyberpunk is that, like you and I have discussed this before, the tech has kind of filtered down enough that people, even like low-level people, tend to have access to more advanced tech than you would think, so they are more empowered to fight back against the corpos, right?
Yeah.
As just like a narrative consequence of the desire. Hi, Emma.
Yeah.
So like the kind of apartments you see in these like mega blocks, like I would actually live in one of these. These people have it pretty good. Like for a studio, V's apartment is not bad even a little bit.
Yeah.
But I walked in and I was like, God damn, Barry. We got the same layout, but we are not living in the same room.
Send this over to Karlak. I'm kind of using Karlak as my pack mule right now because she has the highest strength stat.
Time to press ahead.
Okay, so hang on. We gotta. First of all, we need to summon Scratch. This needs to happen. Scratch needs to vibe. Should I wear those fucking super rare gloves that I found earlier that make it so that my summons have to pass a check or go mad?
No, do that to Scratch.
Should I just drive Scratch insane with Eldritch Knowledge?
No. Oh, why would you do this? Okay, I can understand doing it to like. Maybe you're like Spider or Sassy or whatever the fuck, but don't do it to Scratch.
That was the first very rare I found. The first purple item. It's like a pink purple.
Right. Like a magenta.
Yeah.
Emma said,
yeah, it's a magenta for sure.
Emma said I started another campaign and I'm playing a Lightfoot Halfling Bard with the Dark Urge. It's so fun. I have not tried the Dark Urge. Glad you guys are having fun with it. I heard Curtis is having fun with it also.
Yeah, we definitely need a short rest after that one.
Pushing on.
Let's
Silly
go
question,
down
what
and
is-
grab this waypoint and then go back over to the other sovereign.
Hornbeetle says, silly question, what is the Dark Urge?
The Dark Urge is a thing that you can pick in character creation. If you go up to the... So you have an option in character creation. You can either make your own character, obviously, or you can play as one of the main story characters. So you can just like play as Karlak or whatever instead of making your own character. And on the same screen where you can choose to play as one of the pre-made story characters, you can pick Dark Urge, which makes it so that you play a fully customized character, but you have like serial killer impulses, and it gives you like different like speech options and like unique events.
What creatures live in waters this dark?
My mushroom friend was bitter with loss, and instead of channeling that into bettering the mushroom community, he decided to turn against his own kind. A classic, a Seath the Scaleless type move, you could say.
It greets you with a harrowing elegy, cheerless as the new moon. The music shifts, still melancholic, but now streaked with hope.
Do you hear? A new harmony. Serenity. I name you Peace Bringer.
Dude, I'm a folk hero among the mushroom people now. This is all I've ever wanted.
Through the air, your heart swells with bliss with your every breath.
Freely you have given to us. Freely you may take. The Guardian Gate is open. Go and claim your reward. But before this, I have another boon to ask of you. You have cut out the Dwergar blight.
In the end, destroying the mushroom dictator was the right choice. Who would have known?
In your mind's eye, Spore shows you a drow striding among Myconid dead.
Near. This one is called. He hunted us. Hunt him in turn. Bring
By the way, Tim, I decided I'm going to color code my party like it's Gauntlet Legends.
My circle is
I don't know what Gauntlet Legends is, but I like the idea.
I'm green, Karlach is red, obviously. Gale is purple. And Shadowheart is going to be blue.
Okay, I see it.
The drow lurks in the ruins beyond the lake. Bring him death and return.
Willie Gronk says, boys, I removed the bones from the pork and have all my fingers. Wait, never mind, I have 10 now.
The classic removing bones from the pork task. Humans have been performing it for centuries, really. Millennia, even. Whichever the next thing beyond millennia is. Does anybody know? Is there something for tens of thousands of years?
Tens of millennia?
Yeah, I guess so, but that's not as cool to say.
Yeah.
Okay, let's figure out where the hell their spooky door was. Also, what is his deal?
Whose deal?
Scratch. It looks like...
He's just a good dog.
Okay. Because it said that he will, like, point you in the direction of secrets sometimes, so I'm guessing it's just like an animation that he does.
He... Every now and again, you'll hear him bark, and he'll, like, fucking activate it and go somewhere and, like, start scratching at the ground. And if you go over there and take a peek, then it's basically, like, if you have a shovel, you can, like, dig up a chest.
Ah, there's the spooky door.
So yeah, it's not like a huge like plot thing. Sometimes he just gets activated and you get extra loot for keeping him around.
So now that I'm level 5, Karlach has extra attack, which means that she can attack 3 times a turn relatively frequently, and then I can put haste on the Warlock and get 2 attacks per turn. So the front line is starting to pop off.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man, Karlach is a fucking blender.
In the late game, I think I'm probably going to have 5 levels in Fighter and the rest in Warlock. Is my plan.
Okay, well, you max out at level 12, just so you know.
Yeah, so that would be 11 levels. Or wait, no. It would be 5 in Fighter and then the rest in Warlock.
Okay.
Because I'm getting 2 in Fighter for Action Surge anyway, and the extra 3... I might just go 2 for Action Surge and then max out the rest in the Warlock. I haven't really decided yet. I don't know if the extra attack is worth that much investment.
Karlach is both hot and a monster in
The
combat. Can
cover
she get any better?
proudly announces
I don't know,
this
dude.
book
Karlach's
to
perfect.
be Flump Mating Rituals.
Should I cast guidance? God damn it.
It is exactly what it appears to be. A rather stained and unsavory look at the mating rituals of the common flump. Underdark fauna is a topic much written on, but this title has never appeared in any collection.
Is this a trick? Is this a code?
The scrutiny proves too much. The lurid text melts away before your eyes. An illusion. What remains are simple instructions.
If one more
written in a
person
spare
tries to
hand.
illusion me a
The
warlock, I swear to
secret
God.
to forging adamantine.
I see right through him, dude. I'm on my eyes of the Runekeeper shit. A great forge which could heat mithril with such vigor as to turn it to adamantine. They're building Wolverine. We have to stop them. The fucking deep gnomes are building Weapon X, dude.
Adamantine forge, then?
That tells me that I could probably get access to an adamantine forge at some point, and if I had to guess, make one really good item.
You can make a couple really good items.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. You gotta do a boss fight first, though.
I would expect nothing less.
It's honestly, the whole sequence is, in my opinion, really fun because you gotta fight pretty hard to get down to it. Like, it's just a good time. Yeah, Beetle, I actually did that entire fight without the hammer and didn't even fucking realize you could it didn't even occur to me to use the hammer until I killed him and then got the achievement for not using the hammer, and then I went, wait, what the fuck?
More for me.
I like how they were like, you can go into our treasure room and take whatever you want, and I was expecting like a chest or like something like on the ground, and it's just a dead body. They're like, yeah, dude, we just left him there, it's fine. What was that blue thing that I picked up though? Shadow of the Menzo Berenzin. Yeah, Menzo Berenzin, okay.
Menzo Berenzin, I think, but Menzo Berenzin also works. It's the capital city of the Dark Elves. Tim overachieving as per usual. I didn't even do it on purpose. It was an accident, dog.
What does Shrouded in Shadow do? Oh, it just gives you invisible for 2 turns. That would be really good for Astarion if I ever need to bring him back as like a late game rogue. So I'll just hang on to that. Actually,
You have my attention.
it wouldn't be a bad idea for Gale to be able to go invisible for free. And he doesn't really have like a helmet yet.
I have a lot on my mind. And
So we'll give that to Gale, I think, for now. Because he's the squishiest, and sometimes he needs to be invisible for a minute. I am going to hide this, though, because he looks too edgy. Gale's just not an edgy man. He can't pull it off.
I've got a long road ahead. All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Alright, do a little quick save.
Moving in.
We've probably got... this Underdark section is a lot bigger than I thought that it was going to be. So I guess we'll map out this middle part that I'm kind of missing. Yeah, the purple goes hard. Especially since I've got... On Gale, I've got the spider robe, so like it's got a cool-ass like spider web pattern on it. I wonder what happens if I try to dye his shield. I don't think that made a difference. No.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, what do we got here? What is that? Oh, Nier is like right there? Or is that the opening to the ruins? We're about to find out.
Don't waste a step.
Oh yeah, this boat goes to like... wherever the fuck they're at. Okay, let's not do that yet. Because that seems like a long rest type of situation. Crooked Wand of Fireballs. Fucking 8 to 48 damage. God damn. Okay.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
What is the cast radius on this? Can I only use a wand once, like a scroll, or do I just have this now? Honestly, I'm gonna send this to Shadowheart so that she has something in a range other than Firebolt.
Still breathing, despite everything. Light on my feet.
Horned Beetle, I'm pretty sure this game probably has like maybe 3 acts max based on how big the first one is.
What's in here?
If I remember right, this does insane damage for a one-hander. Is there anybody that can use this? I don't think Shadowheart's proficient in short swords. Yeah, she's not. I guess we'll just need to save this. Okay, what is that, 4 to 16?
No one stopped me yet.
What does this do? That does like the same amount of damage as this. Hang on, what happens if I pack find that? Because that's pretty cracked. And I could wear a shield with that if I wanted to.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Oops. So 5 to 14 is the number to beat. Now we're at 5 to 17, and it deals an extra 1 to 8 piercing damage against on the first hit against something, basically. But with the sword, I can buff everybody else. So I don't think a little bit of extra damage and a little bit of extra defense is worth losing the buff. Unless I get like an insanely good shield that gives me a good ability to go with it. But we'll hang on to that for now. Also, I have great weapon mastery, which I completely forgot about.
At the ready.
If I can figure out some scam to get Shadowheart proficient with martial weapons, that'd be worth it, though, because I feel like I've picked up a lot of one-handers that would be really good for her, that she can't use. That's a dead end right there. That looks like nothing. We've got some stuff over here.
I think I'm gonna go find a Ripper Dock and get actual melee arms installed instead of the cannon arms, because the cannon arm takes up the same slot as your grenade, and I like grenades too much.
Oh, that's weird. It takes up the same slot as your grenade.
Yeah. Which,
oh,
I mean, you can use it and then go into your inventory in a fight and switch to your grenades if you want to. They don't, like, share the cooldown.
Let's have a look.
So, like, it's still... Like, you can still do things with it, but, like... I don't know, dude.
I don't want to go into an inventory and, like, micromanage stuff, though.
Yeah, exactly.
But that will
I don't want to
fit
go
in
into
my
an
bag.
inventory and micromanage stuff in the middle of a fight. I'd rather just switch to, like, fucking Gorilla Arms or Mantis Blades or something.
I do think that micromanaging your inventory in the middle of a fight is really fun in Resident Evil 4, though. I don't know, something about it.
Looking into the hole, you see only darkness. It's impossible
I mostly
to
think
tell how deep it
in
goes by
Resident
sight
Evil
alone.
4, it's just very funny to picture Leon actually opening up the suitcase in the middle of a gunfight.
It just feels
Your
good.
cool
It
echoes
feels
as
like it almost feels like you're
plunges
playing a
downward
hybrid between like a
before
first like
gradually
a
fading
shooter
away.
and like a turn-based RPG or something.
Looking into the hole, you see only darkness.
What did
It's
that say?
impossible. Your call echoes as it plunges
To me, doing
downward.
blunt weapons, blades, or
before-
fists. Well, my three main stats are tech, body, and cool, so I can get away with blunt or I can get away with either blunt
Sharp,
or blades.
Deep.
I
and still.
think for my melee weapon,
Someone's
I'm actually carrying around a baseball bat. So I think I'll switch to I'll go with Mantis Blades on the arms, so that way I have access to both sharp and blunt at will.
Yeah, it was ripe with magic.
Which I'm sure will upset Jacob a lot. But
I'm a die-hard Gorilla Arms enthusiast.
yeah, exactly.
Dude, I need to remember if there's a fight coming up that they have those nearby that I can blow up one of the poison mushrooms and then fireball it again and ignite all the gas.
No time to rest.
Because that probably would do so much damage.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Actually think that I'm gonna go with the thermal mantis blades because the idea of busting out like a Zaku heat hawk from inside my arm is extremely funny.
Drained.
That's extremely funny. I don't know why a baseball bat made me laugh.
The baseball
yeah,
bat
know,
sound
dude.
design in that game is so funny.
Dude, yeah, when you are like brawling with a cyber psycho who's like the predator or some shit, and he's coming at you with like in camo with a katana, for you to just go like batter up and it gives you this insanely loud bonk noise when you hit him in the head, it is just so fucking funny. Like, you don't even have to, like, apologize for it or be like, man, I don't know why that's funny. Like, it's just fucking good, dude.
I need to get first strike on the sword turkey.
Like, it's just objectively very funny in my opinion. Yeah, objectively in my opinion. Whatever.
You've made a grave mistake.
Call all the reinforcements you want, sword turkey.
You're attracting too much attention.
I hope there's a mod where that a crowd cheers when you kill someone with a baseball bat, or like the Wii home run voice. That would be
the fucking anime home run bat noise.
Do you sneeze?
Yeah.
What path lies before me?
Oh yeah, dude. The thermal mantis blades are absolutely the play. Holy shit.
Is that a new one too?
Yeah, all the like melee weapons, including gorilla arms, actually, you can choose between the standard kind that does like raw physical damage, and then you can get a thermal kind where like the blades heated up. You can get a toxic kind where it's like, you know, being fed like RPG poison that does like damage over time, or you can do like electric, so for like fighting robots and shit. And you can and the three, like the monowire, the mantis blades, and the gorilla arms all have those versions. I don't know what they look like on the gorilla arms. But like on the mantis blades, instead of them being like normal blades, here, I'll just send you a screenshot. The blades are very obviously superheated, and they do like a haze thermal
Gods, it's hot in here.
They do like a hazy thermal like air effect around the blades themselves, which is actually insanely cool. It looks great. I love it. Everyone's talking about Cyberpunk so much it makes you want to play it. I need to finish Armored Core first, though. I beat you to that. I beat you to that. I 100%ed Armored Core 6.
No, Scratch! Good thing he's a summon.
Like, I actually 100%ed the entire game, including S-ranking all the missions.
What if I simply bonk you?
And now I get to meet with my favorite character in the game, Goro Takamura.
Eat it.
Man, if this guy stays here, he's getting pushed off this cliff so hard.
Is all that matters.
I will get all the endings. I will not be S-ranking all the missions, though. Fair enough.
Parabellum.
Shadowheart, stop bleeding. This is a direct order. How much health does this thing have? A lot. Dude, I'm waiting to get, like, the fucking... just, like, the 55 damage inflict wounds critical. Someday. It will happen.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time.
Oh yeah, he's fine. See ya. Very funny that he had 9 health and me pushing off the ledge at exactly 9 damage. It's foretold by prophecy.
Warren Beetle says, I don't tend to 100% games I play completely, but I will 100% certain portions of a game if my monkey brain enjoys the aspect enough. I only went out of my way to 100% Armored Core 6 because I enjoyed it that much, and because it was actually, like, reasonably within reach. Because I did basically everything just by playing all the way to New Game Plus Plus. Just in beating New Game Plus Plus, I did almost all of them already, and all that was left was to find all the chests and S-rank all the missions. I will admit, I did not spend very long trying to do the chests myself before I just looked up a couple of guides, because some of them are very difficult to find. And it was a pain in the ass. And I had a higher priority on S-ranking the missions, so I just said, fuck it, looked up a guide on some of the chests, and then put the work in for S-ranking the missions myself. And that took me, like, maybe 6-ish hours of combined play for all the missions I had not yet S-ranked in, like, normal replays. I did most of them with my legit builds. A couple of them I did with like over the top brute force and meme builds. But then once I had earned the achievement, I came back to them with my more legit builds and did most of them again with my legit builds when there was like less pressure because I had already done it. Yeah, no, it was definitely pretty incentivizing. Like, incentivizing is a good way to put it. Like, I was already close enough to getting the 100%. I was like, you know what, fuck it, dude.
Swift as my feet can carry
I'm already
me.
close enough to doing it. I might as well just keep going. I really enjoy this game.
What have we here? Adamantine forge, mysterious guardian, mention of a hot hammer, whole adventure in a nutshell.
This ice crystal's obviously a spear point. I'll hang on to that. Are spears versatile in D&D? I always forget. They should be, if they're not.
I think Cyberpunk will be a good game for me to grow with. I need to be more comfortable with making a decision as opposed to the right decision.
Something good here. I hope.
Yeah, Cyberpunk's good for that.
Maybe I need
There
more
are
buckets.
a lot of scenarios where you must make a decision, and you very rarely ever know.
The thing about Cyberpunk's speech system is that it gives you a limited amount of time to make a decision, so you have to, like, click or do nothing. And usually doing nothing is worse than clicking. So it kind of forces you to make a decision.
Well, but even in quests where, like, you have time to make a choice, you don't always know whether or not a choice is a right one even after the mission's done.
Yeah.
Like the one where you help that guy commit suicide by like crucifying himself. Like
yeah, the
Jesus
crucifying
Christ.
guy.
Like that whole quest is just like it's genuinely impossible without like arguing it really well one way or the other. If you happen to have like really, really, really strong emotions one way or the other, it's hard to just say like, oh, this is the right choice or that's the right choice. There's a lot going on with that mission and with some of them, some others also. Like, admittedly, there are a lot of missions where it's like there are a decent amount of missions where you know, there is a right and a wrong, more or less. But Cyberpunk is still pretty decent at throwing you some good curveballs. I'm surprised I like AC6 as much as I am. I haven't been this addicted to a game since Elden Ring. I don't know why you'd be surprised.
By the way,
what's up?
Look at how dripped out I have Karlak right now.
Hell yeah. Look at my girl, dude. Look at her go. She rules. She rules so hard. Yeah, Ghoulie, I don't think that's much of a surprise. I have a secret for you, Ghoulie. I have not enjoyed playing a single one of the FromSoft fantasy games except Sekiro. I did not enjoy Demon Souls. I did not enjoy any of the Dark Souls. I don't even really like Elden Ring that much.
Not enjoying Dark Souls 1 seems like a superpower.
Yeah, sorry, I just don't like it that much. Like, I didn't enjoy any of the Souls fantasy games except Sekiro. Sekiro was really good.
See, the thing I like about Scratch is he can help downed people, so I don't have to waste the turn of one of my boys picking up a downed player if Scratch is alive.
Scratch is a very good boy.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Which means that in fights, I think I'm just going to keep him out of the way because he only has 5 health, so he's going to die immediately.
Yeah.
So he's going to be my medical dog. I'm going to put a barrel around his neck.
Were you the type of person to enjoy Nier, Tim? I never tried Nier.
Don't mind if I do.
I can't... Okay, Nier, N-I-E-R. Is that the game where you ride a dragon, or is that the...
That is one of the original
Souls-like
ones, yes.
samurai one?
You're thinking of, Neo. Or Neo. Fuck. God damn it. What is it called? Neo.
But yeah, it's a good time. I haven't played Nier the Horn Beetle though. Sorry. Neo is the Dark Souls samurai. Okay. Yeah, no, I enjoyed Sekiro a lot. And I've not played Nier. Although if that's the game I'm thinking of where you ride a dragon, then I would like to play Nier. But I never got around to it. It's definitely up my alley. Like, from what I've seen of it.
Oh no, another hook or what will I do?
No surrender.
The amount of ground that I can cover with Karlak's dash right now is insane.
Nier and Nier Automata are 2 wild games. The story in those games are interesting. Yeah, no, I've heard that there's a lot going on there. I've heard that the guy who makes those games is like a mad genius.
Yeah, he's a fucking maniac.
The games you might be thinking of.
Oh, I forgot their base attack has knockback on it. What have I done?
Or the precursors called Drakengard or whatever. I'm familiar with Drakengard. I've not played them either.
Step to it.
Ready.
this reach that far? No, it can go pretty far.
Hidden for now.
Well, so much for peace.
Just gonna Eldritch Blast this thing because I do not want to go within range of it.
Done.
My word.
Need to act fast.
Blood comes easy these days.
It's the most trouble I've ever had from one of those things, I think.
I'm ready. Take you.
That was a very unimpressive cure wounds.
Making me sweat.
That was a bad roll right there. What does Karlak have that's giving her speak with animals?
I think it's actually.
Oh, it's the barbarian perk because I went with the
bear, yeah.
the beast heart thing.
Yeah.
I remember that she has that because there's been a couple of animals that I could have used speak to animals on. Karlak has so much HP. That is so true, but did you know that actually with Armor of Agathis, my Warlock only has one less? Shit, that reminds me. I bought
No one back home will ever believe this.
a ring that I forgot to put on. Is this the acid one? Yeah. I'll do a free 2 acid damage on all of my attacks, please.
I've got a long road ahead. One day I'll catch a break.
Can we get down there? This tree is so Dark Souls build. So we actually need to go south here on the ground floor. Well, I'm doing a I'm doing a Pact of the Blade Warlock with a couple levels in Fighter for Action Surge. And then maybe possibly several more levels in Fighter for extra attack, but I haven't decided if I want to do that or not. The dog's going off, dude. He's onto something. Now he's pointing. It's probably this
goes nothing.
tombstone, right?
The rock under your feet juts upwards, forming a perfectly engraved tombstone with a small epitaph. In memory of Myrna, a shining light in this dark world, may you forever gaze upon the lake you loved to play in.
Hello.
I have to tell you this, and then I've got to go. But I just need to tell you.
Okay.
A girl just put off her resume, and one of her like previous employments.
Yeah.
PetSmart, as
you
in the
dig,
P
you
is
slowly
capitalized
expose
and the
the
M is
skeletal remains
capitalized.
of a large dog wearing a
PetSmart
chunky
does
leather
not
collar.
exist. She
Oh
worked
yeah,
at,
it's PetSmart, not PetSmart. That's so funny.
It's got rooms all over
and yeah, that's just really upsetting for me, and I
Definitely
probably
not.
won't hire her because it upset
So
me.
I wonder.
That's such a weird reason not to hire someone.
It just shows stupidity, and I can't handle it.
Okay.
Dude, you get so
Too
many.
much.
You get like so many fucking applications for jobs. That,
Yeah.
like you have to like filter out people by like ridiculous means unless you want to do like 55 interviews.
That was the first thing I noticed, and I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna bother reading this whole thing. You're like 32, and you can't figure out that you worked at PetSmart and not PetSmart. Get out of my face. Anyway, I gotta go. I'll call you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
I cannot believe that Scratch just pointed me towards a grave to dig up, and I dug it up, and it was a collar. Like it was a piece of equipment for him. Yo, I need that. This is definitely going to be like a thing soon.
What's the story? Look where
Can I talk with him about this? No.
Best get going. If not over, then through.
I'm gonna find an NPC that's petrified that actually needs to be unpetrified, and I'm going to have wasted my basilisk oil on that extremely ungrateful dwarf. Okay, this whole thing right here is a thing, clearly. So you might as well go over here. I think the entire hiring process in the United States is really fucking stupid in the first place, and there's got to be like a better way to do it. Like
Yeah.
the idea of a job interview is such a fucking farce. Like everybody just lies in job interviews. Let me let you in on a little secret. A job interview essentially exists to test how good you can lie. Like a job interview is just like a fucking charisma check, and that's it. Like nobody is ever going to be able to determine like your level of skill at the job that you're being interviewed for in the interview. It's just to make sure that you don't smell like shit and that you can string together a sentence. Like, the fact that there's too many people on Earth to go back to doing apprenticeships for, like, almost every job is a fucking nightmare. Because that is the superior, like, system. This seems like it's probably going to be a whole thing.
I get really upset anytime I see a picture of a tank that had to be scuttled by its crew. Like where the tank got like immobilized or something and then the crew leaves.
Yeah.
But like they don't want the tank to get captured, so they gotta scuttle it. So they basically like set it on fire.
Yeah.
So that, like like all the controls and everything melt down. And it just always looks really sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is an insane waste of resources for sure?
Well, it's not just an insane waste of resources, but I feel bad for the tank. Like, individually for the tank. It was not made for this. It was meant for better than this.
Arcane turret, huh? No thanks. I'll be moving out of the way of that now.
Which way to the nearest library?
He wants the captain to go down with their ship. No, not really. I just feel bad for the tank.
Seek and you shall find me.
I can probably just hit that somehow, right?
You still have any of those anti-magic flower blooms?
No. Because when I carry them around, it silences the entire party. But now that you're bringing it up, probably would be pretty good right about now.
Yep. Like Beetle, I don't feel bad for the tank from like a weird like perspective of like, you know, oh, this isn't. I don't know how to describe it. It's not from like a gung ho angle or whatever. Like I literally just feel bad for the tank as if it were an animal. It's being abandoned. You're personifying the tank. I get it. Yeah. This will go a lot better for you if you do it in turn-based mode. Yeah. Because then you know where that shit like that happened.
Yeah.
You'd name your Roomba and put googly eyes on it, Tim. It's the only way to do it. Absolutely, I would.
I could go for a good meal. Let's go.
We're a long way from Waterdeep, with ease.
So, Horn Beetle, my favorite, this is gonna sound really dumb. My favorite small detail of 40K is the machine spirit thing. Because it feels weirdly like Shinto. You know what I mean?
Somebody's gonna take a hit from this turret, but that's fine. I can take one hit.
Like anything from like a tank to a gun to a toaster, anything that's tech. You know, the assumption is it has like a spirit in it, and you have to like, you know, if you reload your gun, you give it like you like pray to it. You put in like the prayer of loading or whatever. Like
No one's stopped me yet.
Like you're asking the like, you know, you pray to a tank and make sure to use, you know, blessed oil anytime you repair its parts to take care of it. And the idea is just that it's like, it feels really similar to doing like small rituals to like anything with a spirit in it in Shinto. Yeah, it's like a dystopian idea because like, oh no, these people don't really understand their tech. They only have like a sort of understanding where they're like praying to it, and those prayers just so happen to do the right, you know, to involve doing the right like mechanical parts of their rituals. But like, yeah, it's a very human thing. Do you have any spells that do lightning damage?
Maybe. I have Shocking Grasp, which doesn't really help me all the way over here.
It doesn't. That's very unfortunate.
My face
You could try it.
me.
I mean, I'll get it with something eventually.
I have to keep pushing.
It's kind of like what Jacob's
take
talked
more
about.
damage.
It's kind of like what Jacob's talked about in his like video
These things
about
have stayed interesting.
Shinto and like the American occult. Is that like
What's inside?
it's kind of the most natural human religion. If you just like leave humans to their own devices, they will create that religion themselves.
So, is there another one up here? Yes. I'm gonna have Gale.
Your desire.
First of all, exit your basement. Second of all, sure.
Time to get going.
But now what we're going to do is
My pleasure.
walk over here.
Direct me. The coward's route. Yes. On my way.
And we are gonna get sneaky.
Strike with precision.
Can I go around this? Oh nope. You're gonna take some damage, Gale. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Damn it. What?
My faith will guide me. I'll take this way.
Being in nature should put you into a spiritual state of mind. That means that
Alright.
you have a human
What
soul
now?
that's functioning and working.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Critical miss.
Soldier,
Gale. Come on.
moving it.
Weren't you almost a god once, dude? This is pathetic.
Excellent. I passed the bare minimum. I have two takes that could be considered kind of right wing.
Let's get on with it.
One of them, right, or would be considered right wing by like liberals, basically. And the first one is that like atheism has been genuinely
wish to live in
destructive
more interesting
towards a
times.
sense of community in America. That, well, atheism in like American Protestants in particular, but atheism has done more damage than I think people think.
Let me work my magic.
Well, the atheism had a bunch of like the new atheist movement had a bunch of other like downstream consequences. Like, it's not a coincidence that a lot of the obnoxious new atheism people
Don't be shy.
and like skeptic community people
breathing,
transitioned
despite
into being
everything.
like the weird freak
find a
like
way forward.
anti-left wing YouTubers. It's not a coincidence that happened.
Yeah. For the curious, my other take that could be construed as right wing is that if I see someone being like a leftist like personality or like a leftist opinion haver on like online or whatever, like an influencer or whatever, then about 60% of how seriously I take that person is based on whether or not I think they could do my job or any other labor job.
Yeah, there's a lot of like a lot of political commentators who are like soft-bodied narcs who would never be able to work a day in their life.
Research and
Yeah, and I just refuse to take those people
But as
seriously.
this wizard's not home,
Like,
I say we take
and I think part of the reason people might not like that take is because there is like a slightly ableist aspect to it. Like, obviously, there are exceptions to the rule. If you like physically can't do the work because you're like disabled or
Well, the
if you're,
frustrating
like-
thing about it is that a lot of these like nerds who are like writing video essays on the internet talking about the revolution or whatever, they actually believe in their head when they're laying down in bed privately fantasizing to themselves. They actually think that when the revolution happens, they're going to be like a thought leader or like a general in an air-conditioned office who's like directing the troops. They're not like thinking about doing a revolution from the perspective of somebody who's actually going to be doing the fighting in the revolution.
I do.
And that is very frustrating. And I know a lot of them are fucking like that.
I do at least deeply appreciate Vosh's sense of reality when it comes to his own usefulness there, because when he's asked, like, do you think you're like a thought leader, he's like, no, I think of myself as a guy who dispenses information.
Yeah.
He basically thinks of himself like after the revolution happens, he basically wants to be like the equivalent of like a revolutionary news guy.
Yeah.
And like, I respect that, if nothing else.
Okay, let's get out of range of at least one of these turrets. Good job, Gale. You're a wizard. You should have seen that coming.
I'm telling you, dog. Why are you not in turn base?
Well, I thought that it automatically put me into turn base, but it did not. So now I'm in turn base.
Hornbeetle says, I think new religious movements are following a similar pattern of culture in which they go the opposite extreme. I believe we will see things mellow out in the next 50 years. Okay, so you just believe in pendulum theory.
Well, we already are seeing a rise in
the path less traveled.
Something approximating a pagan revival in the US, because Christianity's grasp is fading for a lot of different reasons.
It's pretty popular.
And Christianity being the dominant cultural process that religion is channeled through has been the reason that it's been so difficult to get something better than Christianity, or alternatively, just an improved version of Christianity, which would be very useful off the ground.
Yeah. But no, like I was saying before, I gotta finish this thought so I don't leave like a genuinely cancelable take in the air. If you literally cannot do a job because you're like in a wheelchair or something, I won't judge you for that. But if you're like physically able,
never a dull moment,
but you just give me the impression that you could not do a labor job, then I'm not going to take your opinions about the proletariat serious at all.
I venture forth.
I mean, they always conveniently forget. All these guys want to like talk about Marx and shit, but they always conveniently forget what from each according to his ability and to each according to his need actually means.
Yeah.
That means that if you're a fucking dude in his 20s, you're working, brother.
To be alive.
Yeah. Like, if you can do the job, someone needs to do the job. Sorry, dude, that's probably you.
And the entire point is that workers should be compensated for doing the job that needs to be done.
Yeah.
There's never been a point where the idea has been, oh, what if we don't do jobs? It's like, well, that's not really an option that's on the table.
Well, and even if you're not into Marxism and you're like, and you consider yourself more of an anarchist, which I would lean more towards anarchism than any kind of like I don't know, I have such a blatant disrespect for tankies that it's really difficult for me to take anything attached to them seriously, even Uncle Marx.
Well, I would make the argument that like
all's well that ends.
Pretty much all of like the left stuff is an outcropping of Marx at some point down the line. Like, I don't think you could really separate anarchism from Marx either.
Right, but like even for the sake of conversation, you consider yourself much more on the anarchist side of things, what we said about the work still needing to be done is true.
Yeah.
Even if there's no greater state, even if there's no wider, method of control, even if you have a perfect utopia of open borders and local communities, elect people to make decisions and then disband the thing that made the decisions like immediately afterwards. Even if everything worked, right? Perfectly.
What to do?
Someone still has to build houses.
I even question my problem with anarchism is that I don't think the term or the definition is very useful. Because with anarchism, they're like, okay, so
let's see what this does. Anarchism
is the reduction of unjust hierarchies. Okay, great. Now we have to define which hierarchies are just and which hierarchies are unjust, which is depending on how you do that, you're going to get a system that is like the exact same thing as just having a socialist government anyway. So,
Right.
because, like, nobody's going to argue. It's going to be really fucking hard to argue that, like, a brain surgeon shouldn't make more money than, like, a cashier. Like, that's going to be real tough to argue. It's like, yeah, maybe the brain surgeon should be able to afford slightly nicer clothes and, like, a cool car. Like, that doesn't seem like an unjust society to me. Being a brain surgeon is a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It's definitely difficult to argue to people that certain stuff, you know, that requires so much more effort to get into and do correctly is not to some degree worth more than what we would consider a quote-unquote low-skill job. I don't like to use that term because I'm genuinely of the opinion that there are no low-skill jobs. I've worked at a register. That shit sucks.
I think there are low-skill jobs, but I don't care how low-skill they are. They should still pay. I don't give a shit. Especially because I don't want to get caught into the fucking sand trap of being like, oh, well, I don't think they're technically all jobs are skilled. It's like, yeah, okay. But I have also worked at a register, and I've also washed dishes, and I can tell you right now, not too terribly difficult, and anybody with a pulse could probably do it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get caught in that sand trap of even making that argument, so I just go with, yeah, there are low-skill jobs, and I don't care. But they also should be paid. They deserve to live.
I mean, I feel like the end result of our different perspectives is the same.
Yeah, you're just at this point we're just splitting hairs on which one of those is more effective as like a rhetorical tool.
Yeah. There should be some. Hornbeetle says there should be some semblance of meritocracy in the system, but meritocracy is very easy to corrupt. Yeah, it is easy to corrupt. Though I would argue that a lot of that corruption comes from a lack of, not all of it. Some people will just game systems and be assholes. But I feel like a lot of
is the top of a tower. Oh, this whole fucking thing's an elevator, I see.
Yeah, it's not the top of a tower, but
it's also definitely not the first floor.
No, it's not the first floor. Yeah, no, but Hornbeetle, I believe that the evidence mostly plays out that a lot of what we would consider corruption is basically just a result of people not having.
Looks like some kind of magical contraption. Now, to get it to work.
But, like, obviously that's not always the case. There are people who just, like, I literally, someone fucking tricked me into a fucking card scam, like, literally today. Like, sometimes you have assholes who are just going to try and game things. Like financial, like financial criminals are a thing. You know, the Wolf of Wall Street type motherfucker. Like, he had shit. He just wanted more because his brain was broken.
Dude, I can't believe that guy is just, like, back in the game doing scams again. I honestly got to admire the hustle. The fact that he is, like, a known con artist, and people are like, yeah, dude, I'll trust him. It's like, what?
Yeah.
He got convicted. Like, we know what kind of guy this is.
Like, he's about as much a con man as you can be.
But, I mean, listen, if you want to buy a fucking NFT from Jordan Belfort, be my guest, dude. I don't give a shit. I can't tell you what to do.
Hornbeetle says, always just say this, I want to be nice to people, man. No, I agree. And if everyone was chill with just kind of being nice to people, then we wouldn't have to worry about anything. But unfortunately, no matter what you do, no matter how good you make a society, there are, in my opinion, always going to be at least a couple of people who need to just be put in a hole.
There's always going to be, like, antisocial personalities, but antisocial personalities are minimized if they're in a culture that doesn't... Because right now, the United States is like an engine that produces antisocial personalities. Like, probably not... If I had to guess, I don't have any, like, stats to back this up, and I don't think anybody does, because it's a raging debate in philosophy and psychology that's, like, never going to be answered for. But most people who are narcissists and psychopaths probably aren't born like that. It's probably a combination of, like, just like everything else, it's a combination of, like, abuse, not getting the right diet, and just, like, cultural winds pushing you in a certain direction. I seriously doubt that the rates of psychopathy and narcissism that we see now, especially, I'm going to directly call them out, in Gen X, would probably not be the case if we were still, like, hunter-gatherer tribal societies. Because in that type of society, if you were like that, you would just get hit in the head with a rock.
Way to ignite these.
Like, it wouldn't be, like, you would just get cast out of the tribe. So you're always going to have people that are like that, but I think if you build a better society, you're probably going to have significantly less of them. Would be my guess.
My third hot take is even after you make that society, when social personality or disorders like that pop up, the solution should basically to just put those people in a very comfortable home.
Yeah. So,
like, make sure
you can
they
avoid.
live...
You can. So the problem with that, I've thought a lot about this because I think that antisocial personality disorders are literally like they are the greatest enemy of the human race. Like every single individual issue, whether it's fucking climate change or like AI, like all of the fucking big issues that we're like looking down the barrel of right now, boils down to reptiles that can't experience empathy making decisions for the rest of us. So like this is the problem. Like every problem stems out of this one thing. So I've thought about this a lot, and the problem is if you start like putting them in prison, you're going to run into like a witch hunt scenario really quickly because like whether or not somebody has an antisocial personality disorder is like a vibes-based decision. Now, I can trust myself to be able to figure out who is and who isn't, but I'm not going to be alive forever, and eventually somebody else or some like committee is going to have to take over after me, and I can't police that. So this isn't really a workable solution. So the better solution is to just build a society where those people have a disadvantage. And that everybody who like studies this, because I listen to a lot of podcasts about like fucking of like philosophers and stuff, who are like people like Daniel Schmachtenberger and shit, who are thinking about these like really huge polycrisis type problems and trying to fix them. And it seems like everybody has come to the same conclusion, which is that the only way out of this is to create a society where those things are put you at a severe disadvantage. And there's like a bunch of theorized ways that you could do that. Some of them are harder and some of them are easier.
No way to ignite these. Strange.
In short, we should hit narcissists with rocks. Yes.
In the short term, sure. I will say that if anybody in chat has a confirmed narcissistic personality disorder parent, you should get away from them as quickly as possible. They are literally a leech on your life and are only making it worse.
Might be useful.
Where is Dusty Book? Okay, we need to keep that.
I don't think I've known anyone with a narcissistic personality well enough or long enough to confirm that information, so I think I'm winning. Yeah.
Boy, you'd know pretty quick.
Yeah, they're pretty unpleasant to be around.
No time to rest.
Okay, what else is in here? I'm assuming that this lever right here just opens and closes this door. Yes. If you've ever met somebody who just is like says and does things that like defy logic and you're like, what is happening? Are you a fucking maniac? The odds are they probably have like something along those lines. Is there anything that I can interact with on the inside of this elevator?
Still nothing.
Okay, this thing is lit up, and this thing is not. That's got to be something. Is there anything on this side of the room that's different than that side of the room?
I appreciate the detailed talk about the current culture of America. Definitely what I needed tonight. Good times. I don't know if you're being sarcastic. This is just what we do. I don't know if you guys know this, but Jacob and I are actually part of a philosophy tag team. How do you know your parent has a narcissistic personality, and how do you distance yourself without feeling bad? I don't know how to answer the first question because I don't have a parent with a narcissistic personality.
Yeah, I know it like when I see it, and I know what the warning signs are and like what the vibe is. But I would suggest looking at like some confirmed like psychology educated people on the answer to that. But in terms of like distancing yourself, like if you can't move out, it's very difficult to do without it like making the situation much worse. So phase 1 is just get the fuck out of the house somehow.
Yeah, I think as far as what you mean about not feeling bad, like ignoring the logistics of it and just like how do you deal with the emotional stress of what that would do, that's harder. If you feel like you're being abused, like actually abused, that's a lot easier to deal with. But even then it might not be. There are a lot of people who are abused who report exceptional difficulty in leaving their abusers.
Well, because you're with your parent, it's like you're because okay, here's the most fucked up thing about having an abusive parent. I've noticed this with like multiple people, like most of the people that I've known that have abusive parents, I've noticed this with.
No way to ignite these. Strange.
They're usually not abusive all the time. Because that's not really how like abusive people work. That's part of actually why it functions so well. Is that they're not abusive all the time. So you get sort of addicted to this idea that if you do all the right stuff, or if you make the right moves, or if you figure out some strategy, that you can like get to a point where they're like back to normal, like the way that you remember them when you were a little kid or whatever. But that's not actually possible to do. So a lot of people with abusive parents get addicted to trying to like please their abusive parents. And that is like just an absolute death spiral. It never works out. I've seen it ruin so many, like countless lives right now. I could literally just start listing off the names of my friends and it would be like almost all of them. Like, I don't think people understand the depth to which that there's like a serious fucking parenting crisis right now, especially with Gen Z. A lot of Gen Z kids that I know and like older Gen Z people in their 20s, their parents are just fucking psychopaths. Like, I don't know what happened to Gen X, but it's not good.
Yeah, it is kind of, I don't know what it is. It does feel like it's kind of impossible for Gen X to just kind of be normal at this point.
Like, this is, so the reason that Tim brought up that thing earlier about like takes of his that could be considered right-wing by some people from the right angle is that there was a thread on Twitter from like a left-leaning person who was like, what takes do you have that could be considered right-wing? Mine is that the types and severity of anxiety disorders that I see now in people that are like
breathe deep and move.
People that are like I don't know, like 26 and younger, 27 and younger, about that range. I am telling you right now, those did not exist at all when I was in high school. It's like, yeah, I'm sure there were people that had bad anxiety, and I'm sure there was like a couple of people who had like non-functional turbo anxiety, but like it was not to the point that it is now where like 33% of Gen Z people I meet are so fucking debilitated with anxiety that they can't like have sex or drive a car. This is like a new thing, and I don't know why everybody's pretending like it's been like this the whole time. Because this is absolutely not how it was 12 years ago. I can guarantee you that right now. Because people are always like, oh, well, it was actually like that the whole time, so we weren't talking about it. And my generation was pretty open about like mental health stuff where I lived. And like this was like the levels that we're seeing now are like not even remotely close.
No, I agree. I've noticed the same observation. Like, admittedly, a lot of the Zoomers that I know personally, I like met online, but I've met with most of them in person, and not all, but a healthy amount of them are like debilitatingly anxious. To like
Still nothing.
The point that I feel like a genuine need to take care of some of these people.
Let's see.
Like, I've gone out of my way to try and take care of some of these people.
I think a percentage of it is technology, because it's very, 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 very easy to silo yourself off into like a Discord community and never interact with the outside world and never get over that. Like, because when you're like a teenager and you're like 12, 13, 11, you're like in that range where you're like you're like transitioning into like young adulthood or whatever. There's an amount of passive anxiety that you're just going to have because that's like an anxious period of time. Like, you're expected to have like responsibilities and go out and do stuff on your own. Now it's really easy to just silo yourself off onto the internet and ignore all of that shit for an incredibly long amount of time. So I think that is one part of it. But I also think that the parenting crisis that I was talking about a minute ago is another massive part of it.
I think the parenting crisis has more to do with the online aspect. I think the online aspect is definitely contributes, but I am very, very inclined to agree that it's Gen X's fault primarily. They make awful fucking parents, and like we're all now fucking doomed to deal with an entire generation of people who can't order pizza on the phone because of it.
Yeah, it's not good. I know that I have a couple people, like, 'cause I talked about this before, about how a lot of people who claim that they're asexual, what's really going on is that they have an anxiety disorder so severe that they can't form meaningful relationships, so they've defaulted into thinking that they're asexual when that probably isn't the case. And I've said that before in my Discord, and there's been people who've been like, oh shit, that's me. You were talking about me. If you're one of these people that has, like, severe debilitating anxiety, my advice to you is just take like really small steps to start getting out of your house. Like, even if it's just like going to fucking Walmart and buying like a hot dog and like complimenting the cashier on her tattoo. Like literally just small, like little tiny shit to start trying to get over some of this like severe social anxiety that you have, and you will be better off for it.
I have a piece of advice that actually is very similar to that. Whenever you walk into a store, do not go to where you think the thing you're looking for is. Just fucking ask.
Yeah, stuff like that, like little stuff like that. And then eventually you'll realize that, like, because I think a lot of this comes from, like, having somebody in your life that's really abusive and yells at you all the time. And eventually you'll realize, like, oh, not everybody is out to get me. Like, people aren't going to spit on me for asking a question.
Like, I don't know, man. If you're at a bank and you're waiting in line or something, just like, I don't know, if the person in front of you seems like they're not going to just,
always room for
like they're like kind of open to a conversation, try and have one.
Is
like a little one. Like, small talk is not bad. I'm not good at it myself, but I'm good enough at having conversations that I don't worry about me being bad at small talk. I don't think I have that level of severe social anxiety anymore. I used to be much more like that in my teens. Yeah, it's...
You should, in theory, grow out of it. And that's another thing that I always tell people who are, like, young, is, like, I'm like, dude, you're not going to be like this for the rest of your life.
Most of us are supposed to. Like, it's very normal when you're young to feel, like, really anxious about shit. Because there's a lot of uncertainty in the world. You're being exposed to a lot of it all at once, especially with the world kind of the way it is, where things are just getting worse all the time. So that's kind of normal. But, like, yeah, if our own experience growing up is anything to go by, you are supposed to grow out of that. And part of how you're supposed to grow out of that is the fact that, like, you're just supposed to be more exposed to the world.
Yeah, but a lot of people, like I said, intentionally prevent themselves from being more exposed to the world.
Yeah.
I felt like I had such a huge brain for figuring out I could jump down to the second floor. There's got to be something I'm missing here. What do these vines do? Can I climb down these? This looks like another spot where I could jump down, but I'm pretty sure I'll take damage here. You know,
honestly, really enjoyed doing a small talk with the people in my local shops I frequent. Just the other day, I shot the shit with a nice woman who worked at a calzone place. Yeah, exactly. It's nice. I had a good conversation with the lady at the bank today. Like, it's not difficult. Was it yesterday? I had to call. I had to call somewhere to ask to transfer their auto pay from one of my accounts to another, and she was like, "All right, so can I get the information on the system that you're on, the the account you'd like to transfer to?" I said, "Yeah, give me a second. I gotta go over to where I wrote that down. One of my cats is being extremely demanding right now," and she laughed so fucking hard, inappropriately hard, because I think that was the only real human interaction she'd had all fucking day. She was so happy that I told her even a little bit about my cat that she fucking cackled like a witch.
I feel like I can... There's no...
Do you have Featherfall?
I do have Featherfall. I was considering that. I think somebody has Featherfall.
It should be Gale. I don't know if you do,
Ready
but
and willing.
Gale probably should.
I think somebody has Featherfall from an item, or I've got a potion for Featherfall, possibly.
Still alive.
I will say working local also helps with anxiety. People who go to local businesses tend to be better for growing out of anxiety. Yeah, I work a job where I have to, like, talk and interact with strangers anywhere between 2 to 4 times a day, maybe 5 if I'm unlucky. So that helped me out a lot. I've been doing that job, and I've been, like, delivering concrete locally for 5 years, and, like, I'm just not afraid of conversations anymore. I will fucking talk to whoever about whatever. Like, I'm okay to wait in line quietly with my headphones in if that's what I'm in the mood for. But if someone wants to talk, I'm not gonna, like, have a heart attack because someone wants to talk.
I'm gonna jump off this whole motherfucker. I don't care.
That's what the potion is there for.
I thought for sure my party was gonna follow me like lemmings for a second.
They're tempted.
Can't keep me out.
You've been getting pretty good luck with the unlocks lately.
The only time I've had to burn a lot of lockpicking tools was in the cave where those one dickheads are after you...
Jacob, before you do anything else, enter solo mode just so your party doesn't do anything stupid.
Okay. The only time that I've had to burn a lot of thieves' tools for rolls has been in that one cave where they've got the artist hostage. I
Yeah.
broke into their chests, and those all had a rating of 20, and they were a little bit harder to get into. But usually, if it's like a 10 or a 15, it's easy.
You mean the Centaurum Cave?
Yeah.
What's that?
A hole I can't fit through.
I'll take that.
In short, the advice I give to anyone who wants to slowly work out of anxiety is to go to local businesses as opposed to large corporate chains. That's usually a good idea no matter what. It's almost always better to support your local businesses anyway. But, like, yeah, that is a good second reason. That is a good, like, other reason to go to local businesses, just because you're a lot more likely to just like have conversations with people.
Where did that book go? Is this one? Okay, so obviously I'm going to need one of those flowers in here for sure. Drink to improve your AC to 16.
Out of sight.
I do wish that laughing was more common in more settings too. Ever since I started laughing more freely, I think I've benefited. I don't know why it's what you mean by it not being common. I laugh all the time, publicly or in conversations or whatever. Like when it's appropriate, obviously. Don't be like weird, but yeah. Oh, are you trying to find out the secret of the generator?
Yeah.
Do you want me to just tell you?
No, because I'm figuring it out.
Good. Okay.
What is this?
Let me know.
Detect thoughts.
Detect thoughts is one of those things that's insanely cool, but like only if you remember to do it.
Well, and it also, I'll do it if it's like an option that seems like it's necessary, but usually because I'm a charisma build, I can just do a speech option instead of detect thoughts.
Right.
But I am going to put this on somebody.
But yeah, Beetle. The laughing is I think scientifically proven to be better, to be good for you.
Well, your brain operates in reverse. So if you fake being happy, that will improve your mood. Obviously, that has a limit to it. You can't just fucking pretend to be happy and then magically come out of your depression. But if you go out of your way to do things that a happy person would do, it will be an improvement. Let's just take that for now. So clearly the generator needs to be used to power this fucking thing. That much is obvious. Solve depression with this one easy trick. pretty sure I gotta fucking jam one of those goddamn flowers in there.
You know what we should show Olivia?
Yeah.
Outlaw Star.
Oh my god, we finally got a witch hat, boys.
Hell yeah.
I think everybody's got helmets that are pretty good, though, unfortunately.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Actually, what's more important? For Gale to be able to go invisible, or for Gale to be dripped? I posed this question to the chat.
You have my attention.
Did I not combine that? Fuck. Oh god.
I do think it's kind of funny you gave Gale a shield. That's.
I mean,
that literally never occurred to me.
Well, as soon as I noticed that quarterstaffs are versatile, it's just a free 2 AC. There's no reason not to.
Does it not interfere with the spellcasting ability?
Not that I can tell.
Okay.
I think it might give him.
Well, because some spells require you to have a hand free at least, because they require like Naruto style fucking hand signs or some shit.
Yeah, so you can completely negate that with Warcaster, but also I haven't run across any spell that I can't cast, and it doesn't seem like his chances to hit stuff have been minimized enough to where I've noticed.
Oh, that's good at least.
What other dies do I have?
At the ready. Can't give up now.
Pale orange, light blue. Orange, green, black jade, yellow, blue.
Should mind
Okay,
my
here's the question
step.
though. Is there a waypoint down here somewhere? I'm going solo. I'm going rogue. Oh, yo, there's fucking flowers right here. I don't even need a waypoint.
Seems simple enough.
Now, I hope this doesn't do something fucked up, like wake up a bunch of golems or something. Ah, good. Ah, great, there they are. Just fucking wizards are so predictable, dude. Oh, let me guess. Your Magitech tower has some sort of automaton in it? Whoa. Original. Oh, that's like a teleporter. I thought it was going to be like an elevator.
Maybe if Gale mellowed out, he'd still be banging the god right now. Yeah, you'd think so, dude.
Dude, he's the archetypal Icarus story.
My boy couldn't just let the pussy be good and be okay with that.
Fuck it, we'll try it without the short rest.
Attention!
There is work to do.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Okay, this floor seems clear for now.
Moving ahead.
Mage's Friend, Arcana +1 or Religion +1, sure. Why not? I'm pretty sure my other range is garbage. Oh god. Let's push the button.
Wait, why did that strange dog collar just vibrate?
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
What?
The dog collar came back around in here. Can I equip this? This is probably a bad idea.
Clever. Food is dispensed for anyone wearing this collar. Wish I had a bag of holding. Such a strange.
I wasn't looking. Did you get the generator figured out?
Yeah.
Les Magna.
Okay, where was that one that was written Gith? Here it is. Oh god.
Anything of use?
How much longer am I streaming? Maybe another hour. before I should at least take a break to do a couple things that I've been putting off and figure out what to do for dinner. Which we're gonna have to go grocery shopping soon because we're kind of low on basically everything.
Well, you and I can go. I don't know. Do you want to? We can go tomorrow after you get off work if you want.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure that I'm being rained out tomorrow, but I'm on call, and Scott straight up told me today that he doesn't think I'm going to be coming in.
Okay. Yeah, if you get tomorrow off, we'll just go tomorrow then.
Shopping's going to be a little bit easier when it's just the two of us. Maybe.
Well, we're buying for 2 people instead of 3 people, so that's objectively true.
Yeah.
New sounds to dampen like a pressure break. Is it the follow? That foul, contemptuous heel?
And we are buying for mostly 2 people, right? Like Olivia's going to be here a lot,
from
so
the
we're kind of buying for
stanza of a play
2.5 people, depending on how much time she spends.
Mm.
Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Come on as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much as an ex-wizard, but using it to command an automaton seems a bit self-indulgent to me.
Great. Am I expected to remember which line of that poem this was supposed to be? No, okay, he's cool. He's chill.
I need to go grocery shopping soon. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah. No, there's going to be a lot of grocery shopping going on in a little bit because next time I visit River this coming weekend, I'm taking them grocery shopping too because they need it. As much as I love River, and I do love them a lot, they are an example of the like they're like kind of on the older edge of Zoomer, but still the like example of like a Zoomer raised by like neglectful Xers and have kind of paid for it.
Oh, this fight would have been a fucking nightmare if it would have turned into a fight. There's so many enchanted armors in here.
They're a pain in the ass. I actually ended up fighting that guy. What did you do not to fight him?
I think I read a book that had the poem in it, so my character knew how to respond to his opening.
Oh, I didn't. I must have missed that. Tim is the voice of change and action, helping people buy even buy simple food items. I just really care about this person a lot, and they're going through a hard time, and unfortunately, they're not the kind of person who copes with having a hard time by doing chores. Right? They're the kind of person who copes with a hard time by doing the opposite of that, which means that sometimes you need an adult like me to step in and say, hey, we're going grocery shopping.
Can I pull it again?
Isn't that worth a lot of XP, though, if you fight? I guess, yeah.
Well, I got 70 for not fighting, so I have to figure out how much I would get for the actual fight. Is there anything that's like obviously attached to this lever? It would probably be on this floor, right? You'd think? what the fuck does that lever do? It's opening something somewhere, because I can hear it opening and closing. God, am I really gonna have to just like walk around on the floors and see if I notice anything out of place? I don't remember seeing a door in here that I couldn't get through. It's probably on that side of the tower though, because that would be a line to throw the lever is, and there's got to be some kind of like level design thing that makes sense.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Oh, we're actually way closer to level 6 than I was anticipating that I would be. I think we might hit 6 before Act 2, maybe.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Okay, this is like almost the bottom floor.
I wish I could use my mantis blades to like climb up a wall like Wolverine or something.
Yeah, you'd think there would have been like mobility options with those.
I think like mantis blades and gorilla arms could give you like a means of climbing, and then the monowire should let you do like Spider-Man shit.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like, I don't know if they like refuse to engage with that just because it would be a pain in the ass to code, or if they were worried about what it would do with balance.
Well, they were obviously trying to make it so that Cyberware gave you mobility options because a bunch of them do.
Right, but it's mostly like...
So they were trying to do something with it, they just couldn't fully deliver on it for one reason or another.
It's mostly like legs that do that. Like, here's a double jump, or
Yeah.
here's like a, you know, hold to do a big jump.
Don't mind if I do.
But there's very few that are like... I don't know. I wish they did something with the arms mobility-wise. It just would have been very cool. Feels like a wasted opportunity.
That's curious.
Karlak
Gonna
can
be shy?
probably jump this. Yeah. The Karlak 12-foot vertical leap.
Hell yeah, dude.
What next?
Listen, brother, if there's one thing I learned from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, it's that being Brazilian lets you double jump.
Yeah. I don't know why you would insult a Karlak by calling her Brazilian, though.
I'm not.
Invisible
I'm just
me.
making a connection. I would never be so cruel as to that girl as to refer to her as Brazilian.
Is Braddock in here? Can't believe he'd not be in the stream where I'm doing Brazilian roasts. That's unfortunate.
Halfling essence.
Shit, is that one active? So you're telling me that I could have just jumped down to this and it would have achieved the same thing?
Soldier?
Oops. Okay. That lever has to be doing something important. Because there's no way that I would have this whole big-ass fucking puzzle in, like, the big encounter at the top and all that stuff. Like, there's no way that I would have this whole thing without getting, like, a spicy chest out of it or something to, like, cap it off. Because getting to the bottom of this just takes me down to this dead end. So that lever has to be doing something important. As much as it pains me to fucking wander around this tower for the next 7 years trying to figure out what that lever does. Wait, did it open this? Let's fucking go, dude. 7 years will not be required. Garlac with the melon crusher thighs? Yeah, dude, exactly.
What to do? Have to keep going.
A staff of arcane blessing, you say? I doubt this staff is going to be better than the one that I have him equipped with, but it might be good for Shadowheart, possibly. 2 to 9 damage with +2 to acid. Mistress Blessing. Blessing grants additional 1d4 to saving throws and weapon attack rolls. And an additional 2d4 to spell attack rolls. And it gives you Bless. Because the one that Gale has is always giving him passive lightning damage because of the lightning charges.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's probably better. This might not be bad for Shadowheart, though.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Because she usually doesn't do melee attacks. And the Fairy Fire thing has proved to not be as useful as I thought that it was going to be.
Fairy Fire is mostly good for fighting invisible enemies.
So I think we will yet again give Shadowheart a staff.
Hey, good looking.
Never a dull moment. What's hiding here?
The wearer can't be electrocuted and grants resistance to lightning. Like, we'll give that to Karlak, I guess. Elixir of the Colossus. Drink to increase your size. Weapons deal an additional 1d4 damage. You gain advantage on strength checks and saves. We'll send that to Karlak, too. A giant woman, as they say.
Hell yeah, dude.
Making me sweat.
What's weird is I'm not usually as activated by giant women. There's something special about Karlach. I think it's her personality. She's just such a gem.
Have a lot on my mind.
She's like simultaneously a hard ass and a big softie, and like something about that combination
forward
is just very appealing.
Oh my god, we got more basilisk oil. We didn't waste it all on an ungrateful dwarf. Let's fucking go, dude.
She's not a sex friend, she's a sex bro, as we've discussed in detail. Yeah, exactly. It's the personality of her being a sex bro, but also she's like very sensitive, and it's like extremely endearing.
That's the second copy of that letter that I found, and the developers didn't think I'd noticed. They said, surely our game is so big that there's no way a maniac would find us reusing this letter. Wrong.
Might be useful.
Even this feels like I'm kind of getting off easy in here. I guess we did get a completely heinous amount of scrolls. I'm gonna give the Scroll of Magic Missile to Karlach. I will not doom her to missing another crossbow shot. That's the third copy of that letter. I'm on to you, developers. That one must be important.
Ugh.
Ascend. Have I, like, unlocked a descend here now? No, okay. So let's test something. Let's make sure that that lever unlocked that room.
Seems simple enough.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, oh no, that's a window.
I'm actually really enjoying driving this motorcycle in first person.
Okay, that lever did not, in fact, unlock this, which means that lever does something else that I'm not aware of currently. I didn't have any perception checks down here that I failed or anything. Let's talk to the golem.
Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege. You do not believe a secret show. Reveal the truth. Do what you wish to see.
And that robot is unfortunate looking.
Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege. And in its wake, it tramples everything. We'll kill the rest, so that the one can thrive.
Ah, fuck, that aggroed him. Okay, so we don't want to do that option. We probably want to do the other two.
Oh, that's so nice of her. I just got contacted by the fixer who's a nomad.
Yeah.
And because I'm playing a nomad, we have that extra dialogue about how I used to ride for the backers, but now I don't. And she sent me a text message that says, hold on, let me just pull that up. And drop by if you ever want to talk. Or if you don't want to talk, we can just sit together in silence. Either way, I am here for you, brother.
My lord, my liege.
Which is like a very nomad thing to say since they're so like fucking Native American coded.
If you do not believe the secret show, reveal.
Okay. Oh, and then he walks over here. Guiding light? Ooh. This is a story item, though.
Well.
Sneaking suspicion.
Yeah, it was right with magic.
That this ring is going to be for something in this town.
Do you have a personal favorite background in Cyberpunk, Tim? I have started 3 campaigns intending to do different backgrounds each and every time, and every single time I've only ever been able to bring myself to choose Nomad. I have not played a Street Kid. I have not played a Corpo. I don't even know what happens in their intros. Because I identify so strongly with the Nomads. It's the only background I can bring myself to play. Pretty soon, I think I'm gonna look up like a gameplay video to like see what the other 2 intros are like. But as it stands, I'm nomad through and through.
Okay, so that gives me a potion of greater healing.
And like that carries through in the campaign too. My favorite romance is Pan Am. My favorite plot lines are the ones where you're with the Aldecaldos. Like I just really love the nomad stuff. They have the nomad ending is my favorite ending. Like they have such a strong emotional core, like to their entire plot, that it's like impossible for me to do anything.
Is this robot about to crush my spine?
Come here. For just a moment.
That hug looks so awkward, dude.
His arms are too tight and too low for a comfortable hug, as if he's meant to be embracing someone slightly shorter.
Remember, you are loved, Little, so much. You're doing great. And everyone will be so proud.
This is the positive affirmation bot.
It is.
Come on, as if you feel, my lord. Ready.
Okay, so we got a bit of a lead here.
Seek and you shall find me.
Sol Invictus.
So we're gonna cast light with this ring.
Very well.
And my gut's telling me to probably go back to the basement. Used by the previous owner to access both the Underdark's darkest corners and her own basement. Yeah. And I have an option to go all the way down to the basement from up here, so... Surely we have finally unpuzzled the tower at this point.
You level up a lot faster now, I've noticed. I don't know if they changed that in 1.6 or if they changed that in 2.0, but you level up a lot faster than you used to.
I wonder if they increased the level cap for
I think they did because there's a lot more perks than there used to be.
Because that was one of the things that that was one of the big criticisms, is that like you maxed out too quick and then your like street smart levels or whatever like didn't really matter.